from the YouTube Dog Show, just 3,000 miles away from Denzel Washington's secret lair. It's Weeknight Update with Ellie Muller, and now, a man who thinks that Denzel Washington is an actual superhero, Ellie Kenny Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. I'm Ellie Kenny Muller, what's up, guys? Tonight's Shoutout was our Specs by Character Span Edits, Alex Character's animations, the Anthony Prentice Show with his reactions and things like that, Lex Books with his gameplays and whatnot, web design theme with his podcast, his rants, his discussions, and whatever. And the Golden Fighter with his fan edits, Mustache Tom with his gameplays and all the other stuff, Ghost Survivors with random stuff, and Rob Corley with his The Rob Corley Show program, which is a late night talk show mixed in with some video games and things like that. And recently he started doing some new programming. He started doing some new programs, first on Instagram and then on YouTube, entitled The Adventures of Rob in Quarantine, in which he's doing really crazy stuff at home, at his house, and it's really interesting. So please check him out and check all those people out. Now, tonight's topic is Denzel Washington. That's what this show is all about. Now, he is still acting. Now, you should be shocked about it, but not now. Alright, he had recently been named a Good Samaritan after he helped a man get out of a traffic jam. Yeah, he saw him being caught in the middle of traffic in Los Angeles, and he called the police while getting him out safely. Beat that, Selena Gomez. That's kindness, right there. Not that weird song not that song that you wrote, Selena. Although it does have a message. You didn't really do anything. You didn't even do anything. Denzel did more than you did. So come on now. And after 27 years apart, he and Julia Roberts are working together again. The next big project will be a Netflix movie entitled Leave the World Behind. Their last project was a movie entitled The Pelican Brief. And so, look at the clouds, man. It's Netflix. It's disgusting. Why would you do a Netflix movie? I mean, seriously. Don't you remember what happened, to Netflix last week or a couple weeks ago? Well, if you don't, then I'm pretty sure that some of the other YouTubers will tell you all about the whole thing. I'm just here to tell jokes and things like that, okay? So, let's go. Let's have the top 8 list and let's go with it. Okay, what is the category for tonight's top 8 list? Science category, top 8 superhero names for Denzel Washington. Number 8, The Rescuer. Number 7, The Unjammer. Number 6, The Entertaining Guy. Number 5, The Actor. Number 4, The Swagging Guy. Number 3, The Defender. Number 2, The Protector. And number 1, The Ordinary Saver. You call that a list? Well, I'll tell you what I call this. Boys, stop! Stop! I'll be back after this.
I'm glad you could all make it. We need to discuss finances today.
It's just me.
I know. You owe me $20.
When life seems dull, here's how to make things bright. Get classic TV pleasure from Nick at Night.
Nick at Night.
There are
are so many people on TV trying to look like Empire. It reminds me of the story about the guy who bought a rowboat and a captain's hat to go with it. Went home that night wearing his new hat and said, "Hey, Mom, Dad, look, I'm a captain." Papa says, "Son, by me you're a captain. By Mama you're a captain. But by other captains, you're no captain." The point is, you can't be an Empire just by looking like Empire. You got to deliver like Empire. Good carpeting at a fair price in 72 hours. So you call us. 588-2300. Because nobody else is Empire.
When life seems dull, here's how to make things bright. Get classic TV pleasure from Nick at Night.
Nick at Night.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Yes, we're still talking about Denzel Washington, and let's be honest, things are a little crazy around here. But that's what you get when you've been doing the show for 11 years. Things get a little awkward. Just like this moment right here. Let's break the awkwardness and have some talking time. Let's talk about it. Let's go.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, you know the drill. 1808 BBC before your common era, blah blah blah. Chickens and the Lickens all came together. They did this song at 808 and 804 in the morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, all times of the day. 8 a.m., 808 and 804, but whatever, you know what it is, right? Fuck die, English, fuck die, your Jefferson. Yeah. What are we doing? Okay. Now, we are talking about Denzel Washington this time. Here we go. Now, several months ago, he has been called a good Samaritan. After, you know what a good Samaritan is, right? Someone who is a good person. He came, he was called that after coming to the rescue, for a man in distress in Los Angeles. Right? Now, Denzel Washington pulled over, while he was driving, to help a man he saw in the middle of a busy intersection because he was in danger of being stuck by oncoming traffic. It says here. He arrived on the scene before the police, and video of an encounter between both of them and the LA police was captured by a bystander and then posted on Twitter by former NBA player Rex Chapman. Yes. Leave it to a former NBA player to get things done, apparently. Anyway, it says here, according to LAPD officer Drake Madison, that Mr. Washington called police after observing a homeless individual in the roadway. When officers arrived, they detained him without incident, evaluated him for a possible 5150 hold, contacted our mental evaluation unit, and ultimately determined he did not meet the criteria. He was released at the scene. It is our understanding that Mr. Washington provided him with a mask and possibly some food prior to departing. Well, there you go. You see, just when the whole world was going down the toilet, you get some nice people who are trying to keep things afloat. And good on the police for actually doing something about that. I mean, we don't usually talk about the police, about what's going on in the world too often, because the entire world is filled with nothing but horrible people who would just mess things up. But it gives me great joy to talk about nice people like Denzel Washington and nice police officers. Alright? That is not something that you see too often anymore. That's not something you see too often. Alright? It's not. Now, here's the thing though, okay? Denzel Washington and Julia Roberts, you know what? They did a movie together 27 years ago. You know, The Pelican Brief. I don't know if it did too well in the box office or not, but apparently they're going to work. Wait a minute. It says they won an Academy Award. Okay, fine. But they're working together again on another movie entitled Leave the World Behind, which is based on an upcoming novel by Ruman Alam. Now, wait a minute. Shouldn't the book come first? You know, read the book first. You know, wait till the book comes out to read it, then write the movie. I mean, seriously. I mean, it makes no sense. Anyway, long story short, that novel, which hasn't been released yet, or maybe it has been released, I don't know. You know, it landed him a deal, or wait a minute. It landed either him or her a deal with Netflix. Nonsense. Now, after an intense bidding war, Alam also signed a 7-figure deal with Echo, an imprint of HarperCollins. Now, right there, that is, first part, that part was okay, but the part about Netflix? Shame, shame, shame. Why? Why would you choose Netflix? Anyway, long story short, you know, it's, you know, Denzel Washington is going to be in it, and he's going to play the homeowner, while Julia Roberts will play the mother of the family that rents the house. You know, which apparently, the whole premise is interesting, alright? Amanda and Clay's aspirational vacation with their teenage children is interrupted by the arrival of a middle-aged couple who own the holiday home and who have fled an unprecedented blackout in the city. When the internet, television, and radio stop working, as does the landline, they have no way of finding out what is happening. As strange sonic booms shatter the peace of the countryside and animals start to migrate in strange ways, the physical and mental health of the families begin to disintegrate. The renters are upscale and white. The owners are upscale and black. The issues of race and class become distractions to the more alarming things that are happening all around them. Now, some of those things are actually happening in real life. Alright? You know, people moving out, people moving in. You know that song, Ball Confusion by Temptations? You know, I'm not going to play that for you because I don't want to get copyrighted. But you can look it up on YouTube. It's on YouTube somewhere. Look it up. Okay? But long story short, you know, what's been going on, you know, it's not new. Alright? And I'm sorry for why in this way, but come on. This is getting on my nerves. The only way we can solve this issue is if we can all get along with one another. You know, that is what I think the movie is trying to do. You know, make everybody come together, you know, and stop everybody from fighting. Now, do I think that having a movie like that, you know, will be good for Netflix? I don't know, because the people who work at Netflix, you know, have seemed to have lost their brains in recent weeks. You know, but the movie seems interesting, you know, and I think that the movie will probably work better, you know, in the box office. You know, now, if it was an actual movie in the actual theaters, or if they just still release it as Blu-ray stuff, no, that would be something that we would all get behind. But will that happen? Apparently not, because the people at Netflix, you know, have lost their minds and they say, you know, let's have it. You know? this show is over. Well, at least for the night. We'll see you all tomorrow. That's the news. I'm out, Skis. For all, bye for all.
When life seems dull, here's how to make things bright. Get classic TV pleasure from Nick at Night.
Nick at Night.